you're suffering from aches and pains, you've got whole body inflammation going on, you've got lots of inflammation everywhere, and you're popping anti-inflammatories left, right and centre. But what if I told you that there are studies out there that show that light will change your inflammation for the better? Light. Now, this particular study looked at both, looked at infrared light, because we know how powerful that is at modulating inflammation, and it also looked at daylight, so full spectrum light. So basically what I'm getting now. So am I getting here full spectrum sunlight that is modulating my inflammation, my whole body inflammation? Absolutely. Are you getting it when you sit inside? No, you're not. And what they tested was, they tested for the 10 most pro or anti-inflammatory cytokines, called interleukins basically. And what they found was, if they shine a light, they looked at shining light and they looked at shining infrared light. And if they shine just a light on one particular area of your body, so not even your whole body, it was the lower back they shined the light on. And what they found was that within half an hour, once they drew blood, whole body inflammatory markers were down from where they were before the test. And that was able to stay, the pro-inflammatory markers were down and the anti-inflammatory markers were up. And some of those were able to stay elevated or depressed for up to 24 hours after one session on their lower back. Had a whole body anti-inflammatory and suppressive of pro-inflammatory response. And you've probably heard, like, some of the problems with the COVID disease is the cytokine storm afterwards. So that pro-inflammatory storm, which actually causes more trouble. And so if we know that there are various methods out there that help modulate this cytokine storm, that help modulate our pro-inflammatory responses and modulate our anti-inflammatory responses, why isn't this bigger? Why isn't this in the news? Why isn't this a bigger thing? Well, you know now that by shining light, and specifically we know how important, and we're starting to understand that we can shine red and infrared light on one part of the body and have a whole body anti-inflammatory, a pro-anti-inflammatory response and a reduction in pro-inflammatory response just by shining on one part. And as I say, this was done with full spectrum light and infrared light. So just by me being sat out here now, I am getting full spectrum light, not just on one part of my body, but my whole part of my body, my whole body. And so I'm getting all those signals and sent into my body to go, right, okay, let's modulate the pro-inflammatory responses, let's modulate some of those cytokines, and let's upregulate the anti-inflammatories. Let's help heal his body. And you can get the same. We can get the same with the sunlight, but then we can also supercharge that, and I mean supercharge that, by getting a red and infrared light device. So if you are someone that is popping pain pills left, right and centre, popping in anti-inflammatories left, right and centre, you suffer from some sort of anti-inflammatory disorder, or no, pro-inflammatory disorder, sorry, then understand that light can be your best friend. Light can be your absolute best friend. Have a great day. Get some sunlight if you can.